welcome to another episode of Not Too Deep. I am your host, Grace Ann Helbig. This episode is fun. Get ready, strap in. We have Natalie Morales, the star of Abby's, the new NBC sitcom on Thursday nights after Will and Grace. She is absolutely goddamn delightful. She is hilarious. She tells us about how she had hardcore gangster rap dance parties in Amy Poehler's trailer on the set of Parks and Rec. She tells us about how she had to audition as a prostitute that got hit by a truck. And she tells us about the first commercial she ever did where she tried to fuck her boyfriend for CVS. It's a very colorful, flavorful episode, and none of that was a lie. It's all truth. We learn all about these stories on this episode of Not Too Deep with the wonderful Natalie Morales.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by Squarespace. Turn your great idea into a reality with Squarespace. They make it easier than ever to launch your passion project, whether you're showcasing your work or selling products of any kind with beautiful templates and the ability to customize just about anything. You can easily make a beautiful website all by yourself, but if you do get stuck, Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support is there to help. Head to squarespace.com/grace for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, use the offer code GRACE, G-R-A-C-E, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Not too deep. Not too deep. With Grace Helbig.
Finally, Natalie Morales is here with us. This is so exciting. Thank you for being here. We're just talking about how you're in the middle of a whirlwind press junket tour, all of that craziness. What's been, how long has this been going for now?
Well, the show premieres tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So it's been like this crazy push.
Yeah.
So it's been a while that it's been happening. I would say since like the beginning of the year, but like this last couple weeks has been bananas.
For people that don't know, basically like when you do press for a show, it's like you're this marionette puppet that gets brought around to a bunch of different cameras and microphones to talk ad nauseum about the show and yourself and all these things.
Yeah.
Ipso facto, you're here talking about it.
Yes.
But I'm always curious because I've done it and it is exhausting and it becomes like I've felt myself become like a hollow version of myself where I'm just on autopilot, not even realizing what I'm talking about. Have you had any standout ridiculous interviews or weird
Not
awkward?
this turnaround. I mean,
you've done this a million times too.
So sometimes I'll show up somewhere for an interview. Like I did some like a serious interview once where I showed up and the guy, and I don't mean like a funny / serious. I mean like serious radio. Okay. A serious interview.
I was like, it's a very
dramatic interview. No, I did a serious interview where the guy was like, so what was it like hosting Miss Universe? And I was like, I wouldn't know.
That's the other Natalie Morales.
Didn't do that. And he was like, what's it like being on the Today Show? And I was like, no idea. And he was like, so then he closed his like dossier on not me, and was like, okay, let's talk about who you are.
Well, see, that's you. So Natalie Morales is, another woman that is thriving in media that's on the Today Show and has apparently hosted the Miss Universe pageant.
Yes, I guess one of those Miss like something.
Well, I did the stupid thing yesterday. I tweeted out for questions for you, and because you're on Abby's on NBC, Natalie Morales NBC is her Twitter handle. So
Correct.
I just assumed NBC must have made you update your Twitter handle to include NBC. And so I was like, oh, clearly this is her. And then like 30 seconds later, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Disregard this
Happens
last
all
tweet.
the time.
I'm sure.
I am a solo writer on Twitter. I had that first. I'm not proud to say I've been on there for a decade.
Isn't that crazy? I think about
crazy.
that. I think about when people pull up, problematic tweets from people in the past. I start to think, well, I can't have anything wrong on there because I haven't been on there that long. But no, it's been a decade.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then I think about, what the fuck was I tweeting about 10
yeah.
years
I'm
ago?
like, I started to search like every bad, horrible word possible in my own Twitter. And then just to see, I was like, God, did I ever say anything terrible?
Did I ever have a night where I really tied one on and let it loose?
And then I was like, oh, I did it. That's nice. Like I was like, I'm not bad. I've
been a good person.
I'm okay. But like, because you never know if the standard you hold yourself to is like what actually has happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, if the immature me that was 23 with Twitter thought that she was being really like insightful and but turns out was probably problematic at the time.
Yes.
So Abby's is coming out. I'm so excited. It seems
Thank
like a
you.
really fucking fun show. The premise is almost like Backyard Cheers in a way.
Kind of, yeah. It's a bunch of people hanging out in a backyard in San Diego at this illegal backyard bar, and we
Perfect.
shot the whole thing outdoors.
Oh, you did?
With an audience.
Oh, yeah. Melissa was telling us
Yeah,
she went
she
to a
went.
taping of it. She said she unfortunately saw the season finale. So-
Yeah. So yeah, she did not care about anything that happened.
But I was like, now you get to like retroactively put all the pieces together.
Yeah. It's the whole thing was outdoors, which was it's the first
That's
time they've ever
cool.
done that, and it was really fun because you actually, when you watch like a especially like a multicam that has like sort of a play set up and an audience, things start to feel a little bit fake. You're like,
Yeah, you
that's
see,
not
like-
a real street. That's not
Right. That's AstroTurf. That's not
right,
grass.
right. But
Yeah.
this was real. There was like birds chirping and planes flying and grass, and we were like actually outdoors. So
That's super cool.
It's cool, yeah.
But it also lends itself, I imagine, to you guys as actors, like really feeling the vibe of this rather
Totally.
than like feeling like you're on a set.
Totally.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
But you still had a studio audience there.
Yes. Yeah.
What's that like? I've never experienced that.
It's
I've never
so fun.
either been in the audience or in front of the audience in that sort of scenario.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine it's like if you do it for the first time, it's fun. Maybe for the next few times, because our show luckily wasn't as long as most tapings are. We usually like capped it at 4 hours, but sometimes like Friends was like 7-9 hour tapings, and they'd
Wow.
sometimes bring in 2 audiences
Just to keep them fresh.
because like imagine you're hearing those jokes over and over and over
the
again.
audience aren't actors, so they
No,
can't keep
they-
pretending that they're hearing it for the first time.
Yeah, it could possibly get annoying. But like if you've never done that before, you're like, maybe you're in LA for the first time, you go to Universal Studios, you get to see this taping that's like outdoors. It's fun and it's weird. And I think the outdoor element is like kind of has this feeling like anything could happen.
Yeah.
And for us, I mean, I think all the actors that were on the show have some sort of experience with an audience, whether they do improv or stand up or sketch or whatever, like, or theater. I did sketch and I did theater. So I love it. Like it's so fun to have an audience there, and you get immediate feedback on like whether something is working or not, which is nice. And then also you get to have fun, and like some people really turn on when there's an audience. Like some actors really like are like hams, which is fun.
It's
to
like a
see.
drug to hear
totally.
laughter in real time.
Totally.
Yeah, that seems super fun. Did you? Okay, the thing to me, you're very much like this Renaissance woman in media
thank
right
you.
now. Sure, you got it.
All right.
I mean, you've just been working on so many different projects, and also you're immensely an advocate, an activist online for so many different things that I was kind of like, this is so fucking cool. Like you really use your platform for good in a bunch of different areas.
Thank you.
Rather than like the bullshit narcissism that we all indulge in constantly. Where do you, I'm always curious for people that are in media, like where do you find or draw the line between like speaking your voice online versus like just posting promotional stuff?
I think that's a super interesting question because I don't know. I find it tiresome to just be posting promotional stuff.
Yeah.
And honestly, what's been really great about Abby is that even in this like insane press whirlwind is that like I'm really proud of it and I really like it and I want people to see it, right? So it doesn't get that tiring to talk about because
It's cool to be
enthused.
a part of something that you're not like embarrassed or exhausted by. Yeah.
So it's fun and I want to share stuff with people that like I'm genuinely sharing with them instead of just promoting it. But I am actively promoting, the show because I want it to do well and I want people to see it.
For sure.
But yeah, that line is interesting because I started Twitter like what Twitter used to be was just jokes.
It was just
one-liners, comedy.
Yeah.
And that's what I really loved about it. And so then it became not that in like 2015.
Yeah, it turned a corner.
It turned a real corner. And so I'm always sort of trying to get it back there with like weird like
remember?
4 a.m. thoughts about shit. And it doesn't quite work. Sometimes it does. I don't know. And then yeah, there is if you have people that are like listening to what you're saying and you want them to be informed about stuff, that's important. So like the two things that I also don't want to overwhelm myself or other people.
Sure.
And the two things that are important to me, like other than what I do and my friends and my life are like gun violence prevention and animal adoption. Those are like, I mean, obviously other things are important to me, but like,
those are extremely worthy causes.
Yeah,
and
you kind of got to hone it into something instead of being all over the place.
Otherwise,
right?
you wear yourself thin on like wanting every single outlet to be supported.
Right.
And then it seems disingenuous.
And then it doesn't work
supporting
anyway because
Yeah.
you're just noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I try to like, I work with these two organizations really closely. I work with Everytown for Gun Safety and I work with Best Friends. And then I just hit those hard. Like I'm like, I feel like also those are things that everybody can get behind, even the Everytown thing, because it's not actually like a right wing, left wing thing. It's like, it's just about like common sense. No one's trying to take your guns from you. It's just like, hey, obviously there's a problem happening and like we should do something.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, those again are things that I'm happy to talk about because I'm like proud of the work that we're doing.
Yeah. And also, I think that you present it in an authentic way because you genuinely care about it. It's not like you're an actress that's been asked to promote this cause that you kind of know about or that you sort of care about.
Yeah.
Like, it feels genuine to you.
Exactly. And, you know, it's not worth it if it doesn't feel that way.
Totally. Do you have people that you obsessively follow on social media?
Ooh, interesting.
I mean, I'm a huge Britney Spears Instagram fan.
Oh, her Instagram is great.
I mean, talk about promoting causes. She doesn't do it.
She's delightful.
Oh, she is. She promotes my spirits as a human when I look at her Instagram. It is so charming, oddly.
Yes. Also, like, I don't understand her sense of humor.
Nope.
At all.
I can't tell if it's a joke.
This is great. Whatever it is,
I root for her.
Yeah, it's you're having fun. You seem happy.
Yeah, you're
That's
painting
great.
just a bunch of stripes.
I know.
Cool.
No, you know who's really funny is Candace Bergen.
Oh, I don't follow her.
Oh, she's amazing.
Okay, I have to.
She's very dry. She's very funny.
Oh, I can't wait. I always need new recommendations.
This is who I like to follow on Twitter is older people. I love Carl Reiner.
Okay.
On Twitter. I because they're like, they don't use it the way that we all use it. And so you're like, this is amazing.
And it's like Cher.
Yeah, exactly.
Cher is
my favorite.
She tweets in like emoji hieroglyphics and I will never fully understand it, but I get like 60% of what she's trying to say.
It's so good. Yes. Diane Keaton is on Instagram and all she does, she posts outfits of the day.
What?
And they, by the way, always look exactly the same. She always wears like a belted giant skirt with a hat and she's like, this is what I look like. It's amazing.
I can't.
I love it.
I got big plans this afternoon.
I'm not kidding. If you scroll by, it's always like big black belted skirts. Always. It's so good.
I can't.
It's so good. Oh, yes.
I just started following Tracee Ellis Ross.
Yes. Also great.
She's very inspirational.
She's so funny.
And also, like, she makes me feel like I do absolutely nothing with my day. Because she's like up at 4 a.m. fully in the gym doing a workout. But then she's like on set just kind of singing to herself in like in between scenes.
I know.
And I'm like, you're just having fun.
But I think about people like that. Like I think about like, I don't know, like your Ryan Seacrest of the world who like seem to have twins, you know, that like
a
do
clone somewhere in the world. Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, maybe some people just like need more stimulation than I do and like are active all the time because I just like no.
Yeah, no,
it's a lot.
I like to hermit.
But you do a lot. You are like you do a lot.
I do a good job of making it seem like I do a lot. I present myself on social media.
It's working.
Thank you.
It is working.
Because if you saw my TV queue of the amount of reality television I watch behind the scenes, it is some might call it disgusting. I
think it's respectable.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Do you have guilty pleasures? I mean, now that like, do you watch a lot of TV?
I watch I do watch some TV. Like I just rewatched all of Game of Thrones again.
Oh, okay.
I was a real nerd.
You're just getting ready.
Yeah, to get. I was like, it's been 2 years since it's been on the air. I want to know everything that happens.
What if I missed something?
Yeah, but I watched it with someone who had not seen it at all, so at least I had that excuse. Yeah. And then, I like shows like Killing Eve. I'm excited for that to come back. Obviously, Queer Eye.
Oh my God. Wait, did you watch
so-
season 3?
I haven't finished the whole thing yet.
I finished it too soon. I fucked
my
myself.
God. Yeah, I just got to the girl whose like family abandoned her because she was gay.
Yeah.
That was a great episode.
They're
It's always
all
so
great.
good. Those 2 women who own the barbecue place. I love them so much.
I just saw on BuzzFeed that they're selling their sauce now.
Oh yeah, I talked about this with someone and they said that their sauce has been sold out for like months.
I know.
I'm so happy about it.
I again, like Britney Spears, root for them.
Yeah.
But I also felt like shit. I should have got on top of that as soon as I watched the episode because I want that sauce now.
It's so good. I was like, it was like 1 a.m. after I had finished an episode, and then you know how Netflix just sort of rolls into the next thing. And I was like, nope, I'm turning. No,
that's exactly what
yeah. I
happened
was
to
like,
me.
okay, it's them two. I'm staying here. I gotta watch this.
Same thing.
They
that
delighted me.
I like a drug. I was like, you have to stop after this because you need to go to bed and like have a date tomorrow. And I was like, but what if I keep going because this is nourishing my soul, which is kind of what sleep does. So
You just
if
talk
I
yourself into
substitute sleep for this show, I'll still feel good tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. Is there one particular member of Queer Eye that you're most obsessed with?
Oh, I don't
it's hard to
know.
choose.
You know that I just met a few of them last week, and I had a little bit of a heart attack.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Tan France came up to me and said he liked my pants, and I almost died. I was so excited, and then he was like, "What are those?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then I turned around, and he like checked the back of it to see what they were, and I was just standing there. And Anthony passes by, and he goes, "Oh, Tanny, how predictable!" And I was like, "This is too much.
This is the
This is
perfect
amazing."
thing.
So now I feel like I have like a personal
connection
with Tan and Anthony, and so I'm big fans of them. I
my
like
God.
them
But
so
also,
much.
Tan has to know that his commentary on any accessory or item of clothing you're wearing carries such weight now to
I
people.
know. And also, by the way, I know Tan doesn't want it, but Tan can get it. Like, totally. Totally. I'm dead serious.
I don't think I've ever thought about him that way, but okay. I'm going to rewatch the season.
That's because he's never touched the small of your back.
Oh, that's true. He's never checked the
label on your
my
pants.
pants. So that could be
It's
a game
a
changer.
transformative experience.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long was the filming process for Abby's for this season?
We shot, I think we started in like August, and then we finished in November.
And finished in November.
Yeah, we did
Okay.
10 episodes.
Oh, dang.
Mhm.
What was the hardest thing about that?
Not getting to do more.
Oh,
Honestly,
really?
yeah, like we were all
'Cause
the
now you
schedule.
just wait,
The
right?
schedule wasn't like super easy, but
Mhm.
we did have like we would do like 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So we weren't sick. None of us were sick of it. We were all like,
Oh,
"Well,
that's great.
we could do more of these if you want us to." It was really so fun, man.
Yeah.
We had the best time.
That's awesome.
It was something that I didn't know, because people in this town will be like, "Oh my God, you're doing a multicam. It's like the easiest schedule in the biz. It's so great. You just like get to do a table
Really?
read and go home." Well, I imagine that if you're like on Frasier or on Friends
Mhm.
and then you're going on for years, yes, it becomes a well-oiled machine.
Sure.
You probably don't need to rehearse as much. You probably have some cranky person on your cast that is like, "I'm not doing this."
Yeah.
What I heard was that like the Friends cast would do the table read like at the end, do the
Mhm.
table read, and then show up on tape night and be like I know where to sit at Central Park. It'll be fine. You know?
Yeah.
Which I get.
Uh-huh.
I totally get. We did not do that. We rehearsed not crazy hours, but we would, this is what a week is like.
Mhm.
We shot it on Tuesday nights because usually you would shoot your tape night on a Friday night, but
Okay.
at Universal Studios during the time that we thought that we shot it, had we done it on a Friday night, you would have heard the screams from Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're shooting in the fall.
Yes. So we had to shift it to Tuesdays when they were dark.
I secretly wish that you never shifted it.
I
Those
know,
are
just like
faint in the back.
in the background. It would have been just chainsaws and shit. Like,
No
what
questions
weird
asked.
neighborhood is this? No. So we are. It's like you do a table read on a Wednesday,
Okay.
right? And then you rehearse it, and then Thursday you rehearse all morning, and then you show it to the studio,
Okay.
and then they give notes, And then Friday, based on that new script, you do it all, rehearse it all day, and then show it to the network. And then they give notes. And then Monday, you block it all out outdoors with the whole camera crew. You shoot anything that is not in front of the audience, meaning like if there's something indoors or something at a different location.
Sure.
And then Tuesday, again, rehearse and block it all day, and then you do the show night. So you're performing the whole thing every single day.
Wow.
So it is exhausting.
Yeah.
It is not as easy as everyone told me it would be.
No. And this is basically, you're doing like small plays.
Every single day. And then the thing is, you have this crazy big show night on a Tuesday, and then you have to wake up Wednesday morning, do a brand new script and a whole new play the next week.
That's so intense.
It's intense, but it's really fun. Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're having a good time, that makes the time way easier, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can imagine if there were crotchety people on the cast, then it would make it feel like...
This was awesome. The people on this cast are amazing.
That's so cool. So now it airs, and then you just basically wait to see if they pick up a second season.
Yeah.
God.
I think hopefully we'll know in like May.
In May?
It depends on like, if people actually watch it. Right now with like network television, it's either no one watches it or like some people watch it.
That's the craziest thing.
Unless you're This Is Us, I guess.
Yeah, I guess if you're, I know, it feels like everyone throws spaghetti at a wall on network TV and they just see like who's picking it off.
Yeah.
And it feels like you could have a really great show, but people might not content
watch it
in such different ways now that it's
I
nuts.
hope that like, Parks and Rec is a beloved show and it was in danger of being canceled every single season because no one watched it, but then it got on Netflix and then even more people started watching it. So I hope that like that sort of translates because it is a similar vibe because Mike Schur's our executive producer. So he created that and The Good Place and like executive produces Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So I hope that those people are like see the thing.
Yeah, because what's like the vibe and tone? Is it similar to like Brooklyn Nine-Nine and that sort of thing?
I would imagine it's similar in that like what I love about all Mike Schur shows is that it's always this like group of really well defined, really specific characters who feel like your friends that you hang out with. You feel like you're hanging out with them when you're watching the show, and that is what I think our show has that's similar to that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And it feels like the cast is so diverse that it's like you'll find someone that you relate to or someone that you connect with regardless.
Totally, yeah.
Well, that's super cool. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we have more questions for Natalie and then your Instagram and Twitter questions. We'll be right back with more Not Too Deep.
Not too deep.
Oh, get ready because this episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by Third Love. With more than 70 sizes, including their signature half-cup sizes, Third Love designs bras with breast size and shape in mind for a perfect fit and premium feel. Just answer a few simple questions via Third Love's Fit Finder quiz to find your perfect fit in 60 seconds. Then, thanks to Third Love's 100% fit guarantee, you can wear, wash, and put your bra to the test for 60 days. If you don't love it, you can return it. And Third Love will wash it and donate it to a woman in need. This is hands down the most comfortable bra you'll ever own, with straps that won't slip, tagless labels, and lightweight, super thin memory foam cups. I can attest as a woman that eats, breathes, sleeps in sports bras only. This has been the most comfortable actual bra company that supports women that don't like actual bra. It's great. It's very comfortable. Hear it from me. It's great. It's great. Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering you beautiful listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/grace now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/grace for 15% off today. We're back with Natalie Morales. Okay, I'm sorry to do this because I hate when people just read off my Wikipedia page.
No, it's fine. I didn't write it. Some of the stuff there is wrong.
They'll tell me if this is wrong. The video game MTV's Pimp My Ride.
That is real.
That's real? Okay, you're a character?
Yeah.
One, I didn't know that MTV's Pimp My Ride had a video game.
Yep. I think it was for the PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your character in this?
I think my character, by the way, I didn't do the voice. Just
Wait, what?
Just the likeness.
Wait, what?
They paid me like $200. The audition was at a hotel room. It sounds like it's gonna be bad, but it was
legit.
real.
Sounds super legit.
Real. And then they took a bunch of photos of like my whole body for a whole day.
What?
And then they used that.
And they didn't even use your voice. So
they didn't use my voice.
have you played the game?
I did rent it, and I played it when it came out. I think you can still rent it. I think my character's name is like Ayana or Anya or something
Perfect.
ambiguously ethnic like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And also, what a prestigious thing to have on your resume.
Absolutely, just me and Exhibit. Also, the fact that I didn't do the voice is so stupid. It's so funny.
It's like oddly degrading, but also like maybe for the best.
So great. Yeah, but then it's just me, like really pixelated me, like
pimping cars.
yeah, being like wow at a car that got pimped. Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been in entertainment in total?
I moved out here
Because you're from Florida.
I'm from Miami, yeah, and then me and my best friend moved out here together.
Okay.
And then in the middle of that, I lived in New York, and then I came back to LA. But yeah, I mean, I did like one CVS commercial in Miami when I was like 18 in Spanish, where I played like a slutty teenager who I'm not kidding. It was like, so the local Miami pharmacy was Eckerd's. And
we had that on the East Coast. Yeah.
And CVS bought Eckerd's. So it was like a switchover. And they were like, now that like the point of it was that now that CVS is the pharmacy, the wait times are super short, right? So I like my mom's like, I'm gonna go to the pharmacy. This is all in Spanish. And I'm like, I call my boyfriend, I'm like, my mom's gonna be gone forever. She's going she's going to the pharmacy, so you should come over. And then my boyfriend rushes over, and of course my mom and him come at the same time, and I'm like, oops. Yeah. So I did. That's the beginning of my illustrious entertainment career.
Wow. From that to Pimp My Ride, the video game.
just yeah.
That, I mean, okay. I'm going to task the listeners with finding this commercial because
God.
I would love to see
I would love
this.
to see that too. Oh my God. I guarantee it's bad.
That's so funny. Okay, so you've been in this whole like quote game for a very long time.
Yeah, I've been trying to do it professionally since I was like 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you have a standout or even recent like worst auditioning story? I love to ask people that have been doing this.
Yes.
I mean, I know there's probably a billion.
There's so many. I would say the standout one is early on, I was auditioning to be like a prostitute who got run over by a car.
What is this typecasting that they're putting you as
I know.
slutty teen and prostitute?
I know. Yep. A sex worker, I should say.
Okay.
But in this movie, it was definitely referred to as a prostitute.
Who got run over by a car?
Yeah. And so then in the audition, they were like, okay, like that was I was like, how do I audition this? I had no lines.
Oh, wait. So you just
I
had
think
to go
my only line was like, right? So like, how do you audition that? So they require you to dress.
So you had to go to your audition, drive to your audition, dress like a full, what you imagine as a prostitute,
right? Like you're selling your body, right? And then the casting director was like, when I was like, what do I do? They were like, just stand against the wall, and then pretend something hits you, and then slide down it. And so I did that, and then he was filming. He's like, and so I had to like get fully on the floor, and then he's like, and now you're dead. And we're like, in this outfit. And then the worst part of this is that he was like, that was great. Can you stand up now and just dance to some salsa? And I was like,
what?
Oh, what? He's like, yeah, because earlier we might have you dancing to some salsa. And I was like, okay. And I stood there, and he was like, what are you waiting for? And I was like, oh, is there no music? He's like, no, no music. So I had to stand there and be like, to no music. And then he was like, thank you so much. I did not get the part.
Oh my God.
But that is a standout, terrible audition. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's specific.
Also, I had to park really far away.
So
I had to walk in that outfit for a long time. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's miserable. And also, at that point, I'd be like, what Ashton Kutcher prank show am I on right now?
1,000%. I've asked that. I'm like, you're putting this on YouTube, right? Like, what's happening?
But that's one of those things that you imagine, like, if you hit this, if you win some Academy Award, that it gets dug out of, like, the archives and someone posts it and goes,
totally.
Look at her
Totally.
then.
I always think about, who was it on Punk'd that It was the meanest prank. They thought they were going to be like in a new Spider-Man, and they were like, this is like a CGI thing where you're playing like a dragon or something.
I vaguely remember this, but I forget.
And it was
who
like
was.
literally what Benedict Cumberbatch did, you know? But this was years. I think it was like Jesse Metcalf or somebody like that.
Yeah. It was someone
And they
like
put
that.
him in like a CGI suit and were like, you have to be this monster. And it was all a prank. And I was like, it's stayed in my heart forever because it's like a deep fear of mine.
Yeah. Because that show happened, now that you're in Hollywood, it could happen anywhere.
And also any CG thing that you're doing is so absurd that you're like, someone's filming this.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for someone else, not for me.
Yeah. I have all these balls on me and I'm like running around pretending to shoot something. It's not good.
But anyone out there aspiring to become a Hollywood, actress, just know that you pay your dues sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. You got to start somewhere.
Did you act as a student?
I did.
Did you do any like student productions?
I did. I was really bad. I did not get cast in anything. I think I got pity cast in California Suite when I was in high school, and then in college I also was never cast in anything.
Really,
like never any of the like theater. Thing. I was casting like student stuff, but not like I didn't get to do any of the big plays. They wouldn't cast me in anything.
But that's okay. It all worked out.
Yeah,
it's all working out now. Okay, I saw the video on your Instagram of you doing karaoke at an Oscars after party.
Yep.
Okay, take us through this because you're great. You're great at it. And Melissa just goes, "Wait, was that from her show?" Because she
I just knew the song. Yeah,
because you also did this benefit comedy show, like variety show, and I guess you also sang.
Melissa produced this. I did this benefit show for March for Our Lives last September or August. I don't remember. Anyway, one of the things which I'm going to put online shortly because I have the footage. I just have to edit it.
Oh, perfect.
Was that we had this amazing band, and I was like. We also had like all these great performers. We had Broods perform. We had like all these awesome musicians and like all these people did these songs. And then I like 3/4 of the way to the show, I come out and I'm like, hey, so I'm hosting the show and it was also my idea. So that means I get to do what I want to do. And what I want to do is sing You Ought to Know while my best friend dances to it. And so that's what we did. And it was absurd. So cut to this like super fancy Oscars party that like Lady Gaga was at and like Mick Jagger was at. It was like big names, and we were like me and my best friend who danced with me. She was my date, and we were there, and we were like, God, this is crazy. We're just like staring at Mick Jagger across the sea, and like speculating about Gaga and Bradley Cooper, it was just that kind of party. And then I see a sign that says karaoke. It was in this other room, and I'm like, what is that? And we go in, and there's a band there. They're like live band karaoke, and no one is in there,
and they're just like waiting for someone to take,
except
use them.
for one very drunk woman who is singing so horribly that the guy playing bass is like, please sing something. He's like making eye contact with me and just like
interrupt this,
please come up. And so I was like, oh my God, this is dumb. And then they only had like a one sheet of paper, like one
of songs you could choose,
and that was one of them. And I was like, well, I know this song already, and I can play it with a band. So I was like, I'll do it. And that drunk girl was like, I help you, and I was like, no, I don't. It's okay. I don't need your help. And she's like, I'll do backup. And the guy, the bassist, was like, it's okay, ma'am. Please sit down. And so. In the video that I posted on Instagram, you can hear her in the first like minute. She goes, "Oh my God, but you're so good." That's her voice.
That's her.
Yes.
And she didn't realize that people could be good at
right.
This
No, she was so bad. So yeah, it was just like Serena, my best friend, and I love to go to fancy parties and be absurd.
Yeah, that's my question. Was like Hollywood. The few that I've been to are always like so weird and awkward and like multi-layered and stupid in so many ways that you have to find the silly fun
it's
things.
our favorite thing to do is to just go to a weird party and be weird. And we like are like we're like, oh my god, what's happening with it? What can we do? And it's so fun to do that and just like get into weird situations at these parties. But it also
disrupts this like stuffiness that happens there.
Exactly.
That I think is so necessary.
Exactly. And by the way, me singing brought a ton of people in. Did it? And then it became the thing to do at the party.
There you go.
I was hoping Mick Jagger would come up, but he did not.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, I would die. Yeah.
Let's stick with a mouth. God bless him.
I know.
Okay, if you could intern for anybody in the world, who would you most want to intern for?
Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe like Tina Fey.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'd learn a lot.
Yeah, I feel like she'd be extremely wise.
Yeah.
Extremely insightful. And also like no bullshit either. And like hold you to a standard, but also still feel like sisterly and loving.
Yes, I think so.
I think it's a great answer. So it's March. Any ideas what you're going to be for Halloween?
I bet everybody's going to be this, but I thought, what's her name? Elizabeth Holmes?
Oh, the Holmes thing that everyone's going nuts at. I still haven't watched it.
It's boring.
It's boring?
Yeah, you get the point in like the first half an hour.
I've seen a billion parodies of her
Right,
already.
but her voice is like very easy to do.
Yeah.
And like
she just like really fakes her voice and talks like this.
Yeah, is it? So she definitely fakes her voice? That's
it's just like no one has that voice. Like not a human. Yeah, maybe Gigi Hadid has that voice, but like
that's what everyone was like drawing comparisons to.
But I think Gigi's is real. I think she just happens to have this deep voice.
Yeah, I guess I've also never heard Gigi Hadid speak, and I was like,
it's shocking when you do hear her speak. But she seems to be doing great. So who's going to dog her for her voice?
She's
this
thriving.
Woman's voice. It seems like she has a deep voice, but every time she does an interview, she like really
puts it like, on. I have this is a power voice. I read this in a book, and then this is how I talk, and this is how I've talked since I was 7 years old.
Oh, gosh.
I feel like that's gonna change though, as far as my Halloween costume.
Sure, but for now, if Halloween was tomorrow,
yeah. But the thing is, me and my best friend Serena always do a couple's costume.
Oh hell yeah!
Or like a group costume. Last year we were Seinfeld, and I was George Costanza, like bald cap.
I
and
saw
doll.
this photo, and I was like, I looked at it so quickly that I was like, I thought you were Urkel for a second.
No. I was George Costanza. I learned how to do a bald cap on myself. And by learned, I mean kind of.
That's so great.
Yeah, and we've been like, it's been great. We were.
I was gonna say, what are other notable couples costumes?
We were Gallagher the comedian,
and
other Gallagher, his brother, who took over the business when he quit, and then they sued each other. So we were like, we had mustaches. Oh, another thing we try to do, we didn't do it with Seinfeld, but we try to be the least sexy thing you can be.
Yeah,
so we were sexy Gallagher. So we we were like, short little shirts with suspenders, the hat, a mustache, like a watermelon purse, like a hammer. That's what we did. The year before that, we were sexy ZZ Top. Like,
oh, that's so good.
Full beards.
That's so good.
Full beards, but just like a bra under our thing, and like
just shuffling right and left.
Foam guitars that I had stuck a bunch of like cotton balls to.
Oh, that's so great.
Oh yeah. That's
okay. Well, you guys still have time. I think that's such a good way to
think
go.
Of something.
Okay. Well, do you do method acting at all?
No.
Have you ever wanted to?
The only reason I think that is valid in any way is if you're doing an accent, because it's hard to keep it.
Yeah.
I understand like if someone wants to stay in an accent all day, but like I read somewhere that Bradley Cooper directed drunk, not actually drunk, playing drunk when he was in the scenes that his character was drunk in. Yes, for A Star Is Born, and he said that he like quoted something like, "It took a lot longer to communicate to my crew, but it helped along the way." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I can't believe you would be pretend to be drunk while talking to your crew. That seems like it would be so frustrating for everyone.
You're costing everyone money and time.
Direct them normally. Take 10 minutes. Get back into it. I don't know. So no, I don't really believe in it in that way. I think you're just kind of being an asshole.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if whatever works for whoever, like if it's your thing and it's gonna help you and it's an experiment to do, sure, why not? But I think the second you start bothering other people, that's sort of like annoying.
It's a little selfish. ish.
Yeah.
Do you do accents at all?
Yes. And no, it's hard to like get into it, but
Yeah.
sometimes it depends on what it is.
For sure.
Yeah.
You directed a couple episodes of Mr. Student Body President.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there something like directing goals that you have in the future?
Totally. Yeah, totally. I love to direct. I directed Room 104,
Mhm.
which came out last year. I think I'm going to do another one, which I'm really excited about.
Cool.
And yeah, just like ideally directing my own stuff. Would be great.
What's the most notable difficulty in directing versus acting?
It's interesting to think about because on any given day on a set, I mean, generally I would say directing is harder, but it depends on the role and what you're doing. But on any given day on a set, one or the other could be harder. Like for example, when I was doing Room 104, I was sitting there and Katie Duplass had to do just tons of monologues, and I was like, I do not envy you, man. Like, and we only had 2 takes, and like she knew she had to get it in that time.
Yeah,
and I was like, I would hate to be you right now.
Yeah.
Right. But then there are other times where I'm not doing anything and the director's trying to figure out a million other things in his head or her head. And that's harder. So it just like kind of depends on.
It depends on the day and the actual production.
Yeah.
What was it like directing Mr. Student Body President? Because that project was
fun.
super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Super fun.
That show was great. I thought it was so smart and so fun. And everybody that was working on that show, from the crew to the actors, were so good.
Yeah.
Like so good
Yeah.
that I was kind of shocked by it. I had an amazing time. No,
I was
honestly,
like, I'm right here.
were you not shocked by it, Melissa? I know, but were you not shocked at the quality?
I was shocked
Yes.
honestly, I was shocked at the actors. Like I came on for like a day or two, and like they're very young, but they're super
They're
pros.
so good. That's what
They're
I mean.
total
I was like,
pros.
oh man, everybody is like so good. The thing is, what I mean by this, I'll clarify, is that you don't always assume like a lower budget show that's on like Go 90 is going to be run well with great producers, great actors, and a great crew. Like you don't think that that's always going to happen,
way,
right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was awesome to work on. It was really great.
Yeah. What's been the hardest? Have you directed children before?
Have I? I don't think I have. In that, no, I don't think I have like little kids. Yeah.
I just imagine that they're awful. I just wanted to hear someone tell me that children are awful.
They have a reputation as being hard to work with.
Is there a YouTube clip that you would rewatch over and over again? Do you watch anything to like inspire you, motivate you?
A sail cat.
Oh my God! Yeah,
I've seen that 1,000
the cat
times,
jumping off
it both inspires me and motivates me. The cat. Perfectly timed to that song.
Whoever figured that out,
it is genius. Yeah. It keeps getting funnier. It's so wonderful.
And that's like just a true sign of internet being internet, that it's like this, someone saw this clip, someone had some recollection of like, this kind of could fit to this song. Let me see. And then put it up.
It's amazing.
And it brings us nothing but joy.
Yeah.
What's coming up?
For me?
Yeah.
Well, Abby's, there's a few episodes of that I hope people watch. And then in the summer, I did this movie called Stuber with Kumail Nanjiani and Dave Bautista that's going to come out. So I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome. What's the premise of that?
Stuber is called that because Kumail plays an Uber driver named Stu.
I love things.
Right. But the premise is Dave Bautista plays my dad, and he is a like hard-edged cop, who gets LASIK surgery, and the same day that he gets a huge lead on a case, and he can't drive, and no one's letting him. Like the people at his office are like, relax, take a day off, and he refuses to. So he hires an Uber and basically kidnaps him.
Oh, and that's great.
It's just a big action, crazy adventure.
That sounds super fun.
It's very fun.
When did you guys shoot that?
We shot it in Atlanta last summer.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Is it mostly take place in the car?
Not mostly. They certainly do get out of the car.
That's good.
quite a lot. But yes, there is car time.
Cool.
Yeah. And I don't think it's in any way sponsored by Uber.
I was
or
gonna say, are they
affiliated
allowed
by-
to use Uber?
They are, because it's like public
domain
at this point, I guess. But yeah, it's
Oh, I can't wait.
yeah.
Where is that being? Are we allowed to know where it's been? Like, this episode won't come out till next week, 2 weeks, about 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we're like maybe midway through Abby's.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Thursday nights, 9:30. And then
Hell yeah.
And then that I think comes out in like July.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're going to take one more break and then we're going to get into all of these Instagram and Twitter questions because inquiring minds have a lot they want to know. We'll be right back with more Not Too Deep.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easier than ever to launch your passion project, whether you're looking to start a new business, showcase your work, publish content, sell products, and more. Squarespace is the tool for you with beautiful templates created by world-class designers and the ability to customize just about anything with a few clicks. You can easily make a beautiful website all by yourself. Plus, they have a powerful e-commerce functionality that lets you sell anything online and analytics that help you grow your site in real time. Everything is optimized for mobile right out of the box, and there's nothing to patch or upgrade ever. Buying domains is simple, and you'll get the help you need with Squarespace's 24/7 award-winning customer support. They empower millions of people, from designers to lawyers, artists to gamers, even restaurants and gyms, to turn their great ideas into something real. So head to squarespace.com/grace for a free trial. And when you are ready to launch, use the offer code GRACE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com/grace. Offer code GRACE.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by ThreadUp. Did you know fashion is the second most polluting industry in the world? I honestly did not, and that's why I love shopping secondhand at ThreadUp. ThreadUp is the world's largest online consignment and thrift store with up to 90% off estimated retail price. They add over 50,000 new items every day at unbeatable prices. Shop all your favorite brands right from the comfort of your couch. Madewell from $9, Anthropologie from $13, Nike from $6. What? Everything is hand inspected and triple checked. I'm not talking about single, double. I'm talking triple check to ensure it's in the high quality condition. Never pay full price again, and shop guilt free at ThreadUp. This company is wonderful, and this is the easiest to use website, and it saves you money. So what are you waiting for? ThreadUp is offering Not Too Deep, wonderful listening humans, a limited time special offer. You get an extra 30% off your first order if you visit sorry, I'm so excited about this that I can't speak words up. threadup.com/grace. That's threadup.com/grace for 30% off your first order. No A in there. Just want to, my South Philly, my A's. So just make sure there's no A in there. That's threadup.com/grace for an extra 30% off today. Terms apply. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Okay, here, before we get into these Twitter and Instagram questions, I'm going to ask you the two questions I ask every single guest that's on the podcast. And the first is, who, alive or dead, would you most want to throw cold spaghetti at?
Oh. I mean, does everybody answer Hitler?
A lot of people answer Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
We had lots of Trumps and Hitlers.
I'll say Fidel Castro.
Ooh, okay.
Just to be different.
Just to shake things up.
Yeah.
Okay, the other question I ask every guest is to tell us your worst pants shitting story or like a close call, but you can only use 3 words or 3 small phrases. So mine is college, jogging, front lawn.
Interesting. Huh.
It can also be like a piss your pants scenario, close call scenario.
Some sort of embarrassing bodily fluid.
Yeah.
And or solid situation.
Yeah, or solid, depending on how healthy you are at the
I
time.
don't know that I have a solid one. But, all right, let me think. 3 words. Party both ends.
Okay, no follow-up questions.
Yeah.
Okay, someone wants to know, what app are you most embarrassed that you use?
Ooh. I don't know that I am embarrassed by stuff. I don't really believe in the whole guilty pleasure thing.
Sure.
You know, like it's a pleasure. Let it be a pleasure.
For sure.
It's not guilty.
That's the philosophy I've taken on. I watch too much reality television, and I used to be like, oh, maybe that's not good.
The answer to that is I play puzzle games.
Oh, okay.
That are probably for children or for like stay-at-home moms who
do you have a favorite?
Tired of their children. I do. What's it called?
Shout them out. Get them to sponsor this episode.
I think I left my phone over there.
Like a pro.
Let's see. Oh my God. I play way too much of this. And by way too much, I mean I'm on level like 1,000 something. It's called Panda Pop. And like this is what the graphics look like.
Oh, yeah, that's for children.
It's a wonderful puzzle-based game. I don't know how they keep innovating past level 1,000. It is really great, and I play it a lot.
I think that's good though.
And I only started playing it because I had to get away from Cookie Jam. Also by the same company, Jam City. They make great games. They make great games.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I don't think that's the worst thing you could waste your time doing.
What's happening? Let me out of that. Okay.
Someone wants to know what's the worst movie you've ever watched.
Oh, that's a hard question.
Yeah.
I feel like I walked out of The Postman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't remember it really. I just remember it being horrified.
You just remember your feeling.
I was just like, ugh. But I was also really young. I don't know.
There you go.
It might be great, and I missed it entirely. Like I might have missed the point, but more likely than not, it's just bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know what's your ideal date.
Oh, ideal date. I like doing something I've never done before.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
yeah.
always nice
Yeah.
and memorable. But if that's not possible, I like an escape room.
Oh, really?
It's a real test
You love escape
to
rooms.
the other person because, like, A, you have to see me in that situation, which is like intense and problem solving, and you have to still like me. And B, I have to see if you're like,
if you can communicate,
if you can keep up,
Yeah.
right? So I think that's a good date.
It's also, I think dates with activities are always pretty solid.
Yeah. I like that. I like the idea of like playing a game. Or
What's
like
been the
something.
best escape room that you've done?
Well, the last one I did, oh my God.
See, I've never done one.
Oh my God, they're so fun.
I've heard.
Oh
my God, they're so fun.
We have to do it. I've done so many. I just did one called Red Giant. That's like a whole Indiana Jones themed one. That's
cool.
great.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Was there one? Do you have a terrible one?
Well, that one was also terrible. And here's why. Not because of the actual game. I accidentally ate a weed mint that was 4 times the strength that I should take.
Nope.
Because I thought it was an antibiotic.
No.
So I flew like across the ocean to Finland, right? And I was like, oh my God, I'm flying. I'm going to be in coach on this like 12-hour flight. I'm going to die. This is going to be horrible. I need to be passed out for the whole time. So I got these weed mints.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just put them in an old prescription bottle and that'll be great. And so then I mixed up the prescription bottles and I took it before dinner. And then like halfway through, I was like, why can't I understand anything anyone's saying? And then I had to do an escape room that was really well done, but like therefore very scary to me because they were like, okay, good luck. And then they locked us in a room and turned off the lights.
No.
And then I had to dig through bones for clues. And then at one point the walls start closing in on you and you have to solve a puzzle. Yes.
Oh,
and so if there was like CCTV of that, you would see me like every 5 minutes or so be like, because I kept thinking something was coming after me, and I still made it. I still got out of the room, but I was not myself.
Wow!
So that was really great, and it was also terrible for me.
Wow!
I was very scared.
Wow!
Like truly, like I've never been so scared that I shivered. Like I was that scared that I would be like,
you turned into a cartoon character.
Yeah.
That gives me anxiety just hearing.
But just
that
so you know,
story.
like most escape rooms, if you get
pretty chill.
you can like go to the the bathroom and come back. You can it's not, you're not locked in there. That's what people's fear is. And I have that fear too. It's not like that.
That was my original kind of like dismissal of escape rooms was because I get really claustrophobic.
Yeah,
and so
I
I
do
always
too.
assume that it was just like, you're in a tiny little
No,
room.
not all the time. I
Yeah.
do too. It's not really like that.
I think if there's an activity that my brain can focus on, that's a little less stressful.
It's very fun.
But that is so funny. Yeah, I one time like mistook like a Tylenol for like a Xanax before hanging out with a friend. And thank God, like I like dilly-dallied before leaving my house because all of a sudden I was just like, what is happening? The walls are moving now. And it's like, now I just need to sit in my bed. I can't go out right now.
Yeah, thank God. No, I found out
in public.
Right as we were like heading to the escape room, I was like, oh no. I like
we
put it all
go.
together in my head and I saw the pill bottles and I was like,
No.
It's just
inside
the
me.
background just drops out on you.
yeah.
Someone wants to know, what's one message that you want everyone to get from your new show?
Oh, that's a good question. Not message necessarily, but I'd like you to have fun. I'd like you to enjoy yourself and I'd like it to feel like you're hanging out with your friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know, are you doing Insta Lives again?
I've never really done them.
Oh, really? This person might be confusing you with Natalie Morales. NBC.
Maybe.
This person says, I love it when she chats with us. One time she gave me fantastic advice. It didn't go my way, but her advice gave me courage.
I do remember that.
Oh, you do? Okay. Okay. So this is you. Okay.
Well, I'm glad it gave you courage. I'm sorry it didn't work out. I just don't do them a lot. I think I do them when I'm bored. But
Same.
I haven't done one in months. So maybe I'll do one again at another point when I'm bored and maybe I'll be on there at the same time.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite social media platform to use? Do you have one?
You know, that's a hard question because I hate them.
I hate them all.
Yeah. I only am on Instagram and Twitter and they're both good and they're both bad, right? So like, I guess Instagram is a little better because you can delete comments.
Oh,
and
true.
you can block comments. So
You can also do that on Twitter. I hear you can mute.
You can mute, but then they're still there.
Yeah, fair. You can also mute words, like specific words, so it never comes out.
But
I haven't taken the time to do
people
it.
can still write them and they still show up. On Instagram, if you say something shitty, I delete your ass.
Do you really?
And you're gone.
Yeah, blocked, gone,
Yeah,
bye.
and your comment was never there. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's like as if it never existed.
Yeah.
You get to play God on your own feed.
Yeah, and you should be able to do that.
I agree.
Right? On your own stuff. Like,
You get
I don't
to
want to see
curate your
shitty things on
community.
my... Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know where's the weirdest place you've thrown up?
Oh, at a party, because my friend showed me a picture of oysters with cheese on them. And he was like, I just went to New Orleans. Look at all this great food I ate. And he showed me that oysters and I was like, what's on those? And he's like, it's melted cheese. And I was like, excuse me. And I literally went to the bathroom and barfed from a picture of that. Just from a photo of oysters with cheese. The concept disgusted me. Yeah, that's a weird barf. Sorry.
Oh, that is.
I was already sort of pre-nauseous because I had taken a lift to the party and I get motion
car
sickness.
sick, yeah.
So it like
It
was
just
already
added to
it was like there and
Last
that
straw.
really pushed me over to the edge. Yeah.
That's very funny. A lot of people are asking about Santa Clarita Diet. Do you paint in real life?
Oh, that's funny. I don't paint as good as Anne Garcia does. I want those paintings for my house. I keep asking them for them.
But everyone's asking about your time on Santa Clarita Diet.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's such a fun set to work on. I've worked with Tim before. Tim played my boyfriend on the grinder as himself, which was amazing. Yeah, it was so great. And then Drew and I did this movie called Going the Distance. That's a great movie. So we had already worked together. And then Mary Elizabeth Ellis was also on the grinder. And
so you guys, it's like a familiar
set.
set.
It's super familiar. And it's really, really fun to get to work with them again. And the new season comes out the day after Abby's does.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Oh,
if
hell
you
yeah.
don't like me, stay away from your television.
Throw your TV out the window.
Yeah.
Good luck. Someone wants to know strangest telemarketer or attempted scam.
Oh.
Have you ever had an attempted scam?
I think I've had the same thing we've all had where someone's like, I'm stranded in some weird country. Please send me money, and it comes from an email of someone you know.
Oh, I've never had that before.
Yeah. Like it'll come from an email like they'll hack the email of someone you know, and then it'll be like it'll be like Grace says.
Like, I'm stuck. Help.
Yeah.
Can you wire me or send me?
Right. You're the only email I could find. I'm lost. I'm being kidnapped. Some horrible thing. And then you're like, oh my God.
I didn't know about that type of scam.
That's a real thing.
Oh, shit.
And imagine like if my mom got that, she'd immediately send money.
Oh, she'd be like, here's everything. I'm flying to you.
Don't scam my mom. I'm not giving you ideas. Yeah.
Someone wants to know, what would her illegal backyard bar be called and why?
My illegal backyard bar would be like, no one comes. I don't want people in my house.
So you just neg everyone and everyone shows up?
Only my friends come. No one else is allowed.
It's just called only friends?
Yeah, only my friends. Please stay away. I don't like people in my house. Strange people? No. Seems awful.
Someone wants to know, what's been your favorite show to be a part of so far?
Oh, that's a hard question because
I'm sure they're all different and for different reasons.
Yeah, and I've been really lucky to be a part of like really great stuff. Like Parks and Rec was my favorite show before I was on it and after I was on it. It's not like it tanked after I did it.
But was that must have been intimidating to go to that set?
Absolutely. Every day I was like, I'm sitting next to Amy Poehler. It was totally intimidating, but in the best way, where I was just like, I'm in the presence of greatness.
Yeah.
And I must live up to this challenge.
Yeah.
It really was exciting for me.
How was that experience?
It was so awesome. I mean, and they were so welcoming, especially Amy. Like Amy would have every day after lunch, she'd have a dance party in the trailer to like disgusting gangster rap. Like,
really?
Like just hardcore gangster rap. And she'd just be like, it was necessary. It was like part of the day.
Yeah, that wakes everyone back up.
We need to have this dance party. And she like looked at me once and was like, this song's for you. And I was like... And then we danced in the trailer, and I was like, if I could videotape this and put it in my heart, I just live forever.
Like this, I've peaked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In my professional career right now. A lot of people want to know, what is the best reaction to walking into a glass wall? Oh, I think this is a person that asked it multiple times.
Oh, okay.
I was like, is this a thing that you've done?
No, I have done it, but I don't know if he's asking what's the best reaction if someone else walks into a glass wall or if you walk into a glass wall, which is like a sliding glass door. I would say, or a window. You don't call it a glass wall.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a fucking window.
This is a very specifically weird question. I would say, what's the best way to recover from walking into a sliding glass door or a window? You said you've done this before.
Yes, when I was like 11 or 12 at my little cousin's baptism. There was a party afterwards, and I was running around playing, and I ran into the sliding glass door and passed out. And when I woke up, everybody was around me, but also my entire dress had come up over my head.
Oh, no.
And no one thought to put it down. I don't know why. And so don't look around you and make sure your clothes are on you, I guess. That would be important.
That's the best reaction. I think that's so fair for any age.
Yeah.
Someone wants to know favorite dog and or cat or other animals. Do you follow like Instagram animals?
Oh, yes. There's this delightful little dog named, I think her Instagram name is Holly's Amazing Journey.
Perfect.
And I'm going to pull it up just so you can see it, because there's also called Josh. I think Josh the Doodle is amazing. Josh has like a some sort of neurological disorder where he can't really walk, but he's really excited to walk. So he's like always like this, and he's so excited to come to you. It's amazing. Okay, hold on. I gotta find this because you're gonna die.
I can't wait. I always need new recommendations on animal instas.
Holly's Amazing Journey. I'm obsessed with her. This is what she looks like.
Oh my god! What? That's an ostrich.
Yeah, she's a beautiful ostrich baby.
That's a dog.
It is a dog. Hold on.
My god! It looks like a tiny hairless Chihuahua ostrich mix.
She does. She's just this, and she's very sassy and. Really fantastic.
God.
And I love her so much.
She's like a hairless Chihuahua.
I think she's like a Chinese crested.
Yeah, like a
Check
Zolo.
her out.
Look at this is like Tilda Swinton as a dog.
Yes. exactly that. She's wonderful. She brings me a
Holly's-
lot of joy. Holly's amazing journey.
Holly's amazing journey.
Yeah, like-
oh, look at that little thing.
I know.
Look at that fragile little beautiful thing.
I love her
Okay.
so much.
A sweet wreck.
Yes.
Are your animals on?
No,
No.
they are not.
Okay.
They sometimes join me on my Instagram.
I've seen photos,
but
yeah.
they're not on. They don't have their own.
You haven't done the
No,
independent
I couldn't
situation.
take the rejection for them. I just couldn't. I would be so mad. So I just don't subject them to me being a stage mom.
I think that's a very healthy
Yeah.
motherly point of view
Yeah.
for those things. Okay, we've reached the end of the podcast,
That's so
Natalie.
sad.
But before we're completely done, I wanted to give you the gift that every guest on the podcast gets. It's a personalized fortune cookie.
I love fortune
Just
cookies.
for you. You can open it and
Should we
read.
do some like ASMR and like
Hell yeah.
this is a little bit stale, so
Yep.
it's not crunchy.
There we go. We got there. We got there.
all right. Ooh, personalized.
Uh-huh.
Am I to read it out loud?
I believe so.
Okay. Oh my god, this is a long one.
It's a
Do you ever
novel.
get fortune cookies that are like not a fortune?
Yeah, that are more of like a demand or just like
Or like you're a good person.
yeah,
And
the
you're like,
sun's out today. You're like,
This is bullshit. I want to know what happens. Although when I have it framed somewhere. When I first moved to LA, I got a fortune cookie that said, "You will succeed in the field of entertainment."
Really?
And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I realized it must be every fortune cookie in LA
In LA?
says that, and people just keep going back to that restaurant. Okay. Some people might be confused and tune into your show hoping for that Abby Lee Miller biopic series. I always say biopic, like a
I never know
weirdo.
how to pronounce it.
It's a biographical picture.
Yeah.
I was told
Okay. Oh, true.
when
fair.
someone corrected me. Biopic series, but will pleasant. Okay, I'm gonna read what it says, but it's wrong.
Oh yeah, we might have typos.
Biopic series, but will pleasantly surprised by the twist, enjoying the humor. But for real though, where that Abby Lee Miller show at? Who is Abby Lee Miller?
Oh, she is another
this.
powerful woman in entertainment. She is the woman that runs Dance Moms, that reality television show. She went to jail. She evaded some taxes. She's back.
That's
She's
a good
got a
biopic.
studio. Yeah, she's got a studio in Santa Monica.
You think you can
do
pull
it.
that off? You want to play her?
Nope. I don't think I have the range and acting ability to play her, to say the least.
I just want to point out that there's zero crunch in this.
Nope. Yep.
It's
You
just-
shouldn't have eaten it. But I
so
appreciate
soft.
your commitment.
It's like those are meaning steak.
That's how you want to describe a fortune cookie.
Soft and chewy. I'm gonna eat the rest of it. I'm hungry.
I mean, if this is a testament to your acting commitment, you are rock solid.
Seriously, watch. No crunch.
No crunch. Okay, Natalie, where can people find the show? Where can they find you and everything that you're up to?
Abby's is on NBC, 9:30 p.m. after Will and Grace on Thursdays.
Hell yeah.
I'm on Twitter at Natalie Morales and on Instagram at Natalie Morales Loves, because it used to be Natalie Morales Loves Free Stuff. And then I decided that was too materialistic. So I just love.
That's great.
Yeah.
Scale it back. Open it up. Broaden the spectrum. And don't get her confused with the Natalie Morales that is host on the Today Show.
Nah, bro.
No. And make sure you check out Abby's. It looks amazing.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing. Thank you for
Thanks.
making time. And we'll see you guys
Still
next
eating this.
time on another episode of Not Too Deep. Goodbye.
Too deep, too deep, too deep, not too deep with Grace Helbig.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by ThreadUp. Want to save money, save the planet, and look good doing it? It doesn't get any better than ThreadUp, the largest online consignment and thrift store. Shop over 35,000 brands at up to 90% off estimated retail. Go to threadup.com/grace for an extra 30% off your first order. That's THREDUP.com/GRACE. ThreadUp.com/Grace for an extra 30% off today. Not Too Deep is a production of Grace Helbig Incorporated, producer and edited by Melissa D. Montz, writing by Diane Kang, post-production sound by Christopher Bell, and an extra special thanks to Flula for the theme music.